Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram. And in this part of the Cricket Happening Show, the only thing that we are going to look at is the South Africa versus Sri Lanka. Today was the final T20 match, and as you know, Sri Lanka were down in the dumps as far as the T20 series were concerned, because the first two matches were taken by South Africa, but Sri Lanka definitely stopped South Africa in their stride today by winning the match in a very great style. In fact, what was very good about the Sri Lankan chase was that they really won the match like a lion actually roaring, because what they did is there was only aggression. There was a typical aggression. If you look at the innings, the way Dilshan played, who actually was the man of the match, with an unbeaten 74 of 51 balls, with 9 fours and 2 sixes, and what an electric start was given. In the sixth over, they had already raised not more than 50. There were 67 on the board, with Jayawardene showing some brilliant stroke play, and Dilshan, well, he was he was pretty bold with his strokes. It was a stroke play which was done with lots of gumption, and he was very brave, and he started playing his strokes, and they did immense damage to the bowlers initially. Just before that, let me tell you that South Africa were the ones who actually batted first, and they scored 163 for 3 of their 20 overs, which was supposed to be a good score. They didn't have a good start. Henry Davids was scalped pretty early on. The very first ball of the match, Kulashekara actually picked up a wicket when Henry Davids was LBW bowled Kulashekara for a duck. After that, Quinton de Kock, after making 16 of 19 balls with 3 fours, left LBW to Ajantha Mendes. And after that, there was a partnership, which actually had South Africa finishing at 163 for 3, because this partnership added 112 runs they came at the 8th over, and they took it on up till the final over. And the players who did that was du Plessis, the captain, really led by example. With a knock of 85 of just 65 deliveries, he hit 10 fours and 3 sixes in that knock. Dumini contributed an unbeaten 51 of 34 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes. It was more of du Plessis was doing all the striking, but as far as Dumini was concerned, he was taking lots of singles. He was rotating the strike, and he was also hitting the odd ball for a boundary. And it was some quick work, especially by Dumini. But du Plessis was the one who was playing all the strokes. So du Plessis made 65 balls, 10 fours and 3 sixes. Dumini not out 51 of 34 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes, and 163 for 3 on the board for Sri Lanka. Kulashekara 4 overs 1 for 37. Lakmal went for 29 with 1 wicket. Senanayake 4 overs, no maiden, none for 20. Pereira 1 or none for 10. Ajantha Mendes got some tap too, 1 for 31. But let's look at the Sri Lankan way, what they did. As I said, the Sri Lankan openers really grabbed the initiative right from the first ball, with Dilshan and Jayawardene cracking fours and sixes at will. And in fact, they did so much damage to the top ballers. If we look at the bowling figures, Lonwabo Sotsobe, 4 overs. Normally, he's a one-day specialist bowler who normally gets a breakthrough. He got taken for 49 runs of his 4 overs. And Dilshan was also playing the Dil scoop in a perfect way. But Jayawardene was absolutely brilliant with his stroke play. And as you know, Jayawardene, what an innovative stroke maker he is. 7 fours in that knock of 33. Mone Morkel, 3.1 overs, no maiden, none for 33 for him. The top 3 pace bowlers were really taken to the cleaners. Parnell 3 overs, no maiden, 1 for 37. Probably Sri Lanka played in such a manner that they had nothing to lose and they have to win the match, and they went with all guns blazing, and that's what they precisely did today. So Jayawardene was the first wicket to go at 67. Caught de Villiers bowled Parnell for 33. After that, suddenly they lost one more wicket. Kushal Pereira today came 1 drop and once again failed, as this was the time where I thought South Africa really released the pressure that they had after the openers had really blasted them out of action. But once the spinners were into the mix, like Imran Tahir and David Weiss, if you look at the bowling figures, that will really give you a real feeling of how they actually controlled this Sri Lankan innings, which was absolutely going in a real in a blitzing way actually. Imran Tahir 4 overs, no maiden, 1 for 20. David Weiss 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 24. But the problem for Sri Lanka for South Africa was that the Sotsobe, Morkel and Parnell leaked too many runs, and then Imran Tahir and David West definitely brought sanity to the proceedings, first actually picking up Pereira caught Parnell bowled Wies for 1, and also they picked up the wicket of Chandimal, the captain of the team, as he tried to have a hoik at Imran Tahir, only ended up missing the ball, and de Kock behind the stumps whipped off the bails. So he was gone for 14, and Angelo Matthews also fell clean bowled by Wies for 14 of 10 balls, and then it looked Thisara Pereira to come in and slam 21 runs of a single over for Sri Lanka to actually finish off the match in the 19th over itself, with Thisara Pereira slamming 21 runs of a Wayne Parnell over, and that really clinched the issue, as Thisara Pereira not out on 25 of 11 balls, 3 fours and 1 6, but Dilshan was the man of the match, because he had actually set the early tempo along with Jayawardene, and Dilshan, not only that, he actually he hit a 6 and won the match for Sri Lanka. When Morne Morkel was swung away, the ball was outside the off stump, and Dilshan swung him for a 6, and that clinched the match for Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka's first win, and they salvaged something here in the T20 series, but without allowing it to be one-sided. And the tour of South Africa, the South African tour of Sri Lanka, ended with this particular match. So Dilshan not out 74 of 51 balls, 9 fours and 2 sixes, getting the man of the match. The man of the series was JP Duminy. Well, I can only say it's only that much time that I have right now to cover as far as this particular match is concerned. It was a very brief summary. I hope you all enjoyed it, dear fans and subscribers. I don't have anything else to talk today. I'm going to end up my cricket show for today. Thanks for your company as usual. And only one thing I will tell you, that Sri Lanka really played in a real blazing manner, and that's what precisely, and they probably were really hell-bent on that. They wanted to win this match. They were pretty determined that they didn't want South Africans to really roll away with a 3-0 victory in the T20 series, and they saw to it that they stopped South Africa in their stride and went off to a marvelous victory in the 19th over itself. Well, dear fans and subscribers, thanks for your company, and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings every day. This is Ram signing off for the day. Thank you.